Hello everyone, this is Ketish here. In this video, I'm going to go through the AQA Combined Science Physics Paper 2 Foundation Tier from 2022. Question number 3 is on the topic of forces. Figure 4 shows an apple hanging from a tree. The X marks the center of mass of the apple. Draw an arrow on figure 4 to represent the weight of the apple. Now, the weight of the apple is going to be acting downwards, so you'd want to start from X, and as long as the arrow is pointing downwards, that should be fine. The length of the arrow doesn't matter here because they haven't given the value. Next question. The apple has a mass of 0.150 kilogram. Gravitational field strength is 9.8. Calculate the weight of the apple. So they're asking you to calculate the weight, which is equal to the mass multiplied by gravitational field strength. So you don't have to do anything with the equation, just put the numbers in. Mass is 0.150 multiplied by 9.8. So let's bring up the calculator here. So 0.150 multiplied by 9.8, that gives me 104 over 100. Press this SD button and that gives me 1.47. so 1.47 Newton. 0.47. The apple in figure 4 is stationary, which means it's not moving. Why is the apple stationary? The resultant force on the apple is downwards. The resultant force on the apple is upwards. Both of those options are not correct. It's the third one. The resultant force on the apple is 0. Now, objects will only move if there is a resultant force on it, right, towards in the direction of the force. So it's because it's stationary, it's not moving. That means the resultant force on the apple is 0. Next question. When the apple is ripe, it falls from the tree and accelerates towards the ground. Why does the apple accelerate? Now, the reason it accelerates is because there's a force. Because it's going downwards to the ground, it would be the first option. The resultant force on the apple is downwards. The acceleration of the apple is 9.8 meters per second squared. The velocity of the apple changes from 0 to 4.9. So that's my U is initial velocity. This is my final velocity. Calculate the time taken for the apple to fall to the ground. So I can find the change in velocity. It's gone from 0 to 4.9. So the change is 4.9. Divided by acceleration is 9.8. Now, ideally, if you take away 0 minus 4.9, you will get a negative value. Here, just ignore the negative value. So what is 4.9 divided by 9.8? 4.9 divided by 9.8. That's half, which is 0.5. Half a second. 0.5 seconds. That brings us to the end of question number 3. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in question number 4.